I think I emphasized at the outset that I think that the case for reparations is not predicated exclusively on slavery. That it's critical that we take into account in our calibrations the long-term effects of the Jim Crow period, and I also indicated that there are ongoing damages that need to be considered, and I would highlight among these again mass incarceration, police killings of unarmed blacks, and the immense magnitude of the racial wealth gap. So it's not just a question of addressing the harms of slavery. I think that, as I've said a number of times, if people believe that there are other communities or other groups that are deserving of some form of compensation, they need to make that case. But this is a case that's specific to the experience of Native Black Americans. And this experience is one in which I'm trying to take into account the long and cumulative trajectory of injustices that have been imposed upon this community, starting with slavery, but continuing through nearly a century of Jim Crow, as well as ongoing forms of racism that are still persistent to this day. It is not a question of personal responsibility on the part of any individual. What distinguishes this case is the fact that slavery and Jim Crow were embedded explicitly into the legal structure in the United States and were enacted or acted upon on that basis. If there are other types of injustices that have occurred, we frequently have certain types of legal remedies for those. But there was no legal remedy for being enslaved. There was no legal remedy for being subjected to segregation or apartheid in the United States, because those were things that were written directly into the nation's laws.
Sandy Rarity of Duke University serves as a public policy professor here for a conversation on reparations in Campaign 2020. Thanks for your time, sir.
Now, that brother Sandy Rarity got it right. Hashtag tangibles. Hashtag reparations. You know, no black agenda, no black vote. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe, share the video. Talk to you in the next one. Get your money, Black Americans.